Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're across this great wide world of ours today. Um, I was doing some reading today and then also doing some research into just the Colorado River. And many of you know I am starting uh, uh, a nonprofit called North America's Safe and Clean Water. And I've written a couple books and articles concerning uh, like drought on the reservation, Colorado River, the impact of that, and a few other odds and ends things concerning groundwater. But I was looking into some research today, and I was looking to see how the snowfall last week, or just when I was finishing my certificate in environmental energy and law, um, and finishing my master's in legal studies, because my interest has been, like I said, is what creating this nonprofit on water, safe and clean water. Um, Today I looked into the snow totals out in the Rockies, and I pulled some things up, and one of the things that I wanted to reach out is of February 2026, in which this is recent, the 2025-26 winter season in the Rocky Mountains, particularly in Colorado and the Central Rockies, experiences a severe snow drought, with some areas reporting the lowest or among the lowest snowfall and snowpack levels in decades. Additionally, here's some of the breakdowns that I found. Here's a breakdown of the low snowfalls based on reports of early February 2026. Uh, Colorado statewide snowpack is hovering around 35 to 58% of the median, described in the lowest in the state since the late 1970s. Uh, some measurements indicate the snowpack is in the fifth percentile, meaning it's lower than 95% of his historical level for this time of year, which is not good. Regional specifics. And Colorado, as of January 2026, many basins were below 50% of the normal snowpack. Utah southwestern Utah was experiencing record low snow water equivalent, with some areas seeing only 23% of their median, the lowest since 1987. Salt Lake City reported only a tenth of an inch of snow by early February, the lowest to date since records began in 1874. And the impact of this is recreation, especially in is snowfall. Is skiers, or many resorts are relying heavy on man-made snow, which base depths to some under 30 inches of the mid-January. So this is not really good. And the 2020 season has been characterized by record high temperatures and a persistent dry pattern that cause precipitation to fall as rain rather than snow, inhibiting the accumulation of solid base. While La Nina pattern generally brings more snow to the northern Rockies, the central and southern Rockies have been caught in a dry, warm, and low snowpack regime. The impact, folks, about this is has resulted in serious concerns regarding water or supplies for coming summer, and which really is a big issue that's going to occur this summer, because the fact if the trends continue at this rate, there's no doubt in my mind that there's going to be water. The Colorado compact, especially the Colorado River, in the area I'm talking about is the Rocky Mountains, is the beginning of the Colorado River, and the Colorado River depends on a high snowpack. I haven't looked in the Sierra Nevadas. I'll look in that tomorrow. Lake Tahoe in that area, especially, but that area, when we talk about that area of snow, that normally affects California and central and southern parts of California, and the water supplies there. And then when we remember we had the big fire in Palestines, excuse me, and the issue that the water was off because of heavy drought conditions. I'll look into that tomorrow. Sierra Nevada, I think they've got a little bit more snow, and it hasn't been as an impact as it has been in other parts of the state. But it does have me concerned because, like I've said before, the Colorado River, three of the major cities that count on a good water supply are Las Vegas, Phoenix, in the Los Angeles area. In Las Vegas, I know their tourism has been down because of the economy, but the issue becomes, we're talking about the water supply, which feeds and helps like Lake Mead area and etc. Canyon, what was the name? The Canyon Lake and a few other tributaries, especially in northern parts of Flagstaff, Arizona, and then going down into Yuma, which is in the southwest part of Arizona. So, but the issue becomes, if it becomes a very dry air, that there's going to be a situation. Are we going to grow less crops? Probably taking water and rationalizing water ratio of watering, or people have to water their lawns every other day or every third day. So and the issue will become also with crops, certain fields. So this is gonna, but it could also change. I mean, we're only early into February. It can change, and then Denver area, Rocky Mountains area can get dumped with lots of snow. But the situation with that is we're almost through. Technically, we're into almost the second week, starting almost the second week of February, which gives, since February only has 28 days, we really have 3 weeks because it's like the 7th, 8th of February right now. So you got 3 weeks. 6 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks. So is one of my things that I always like to say is, when I tell students chop chop, chop chop chop, it means speed things up a little bit. So it's going to be a very interesting, and if it's a dry summer, and I have no clue. It's hot, dry summer. I expect rationing to occur in the American Southwest, and this is critical too because 51% of Native American tribes that are in the Southwest have no infrastructure and plumbing. And there again, this has become one of the issues that I've been hammering on, and that's one reason I'm doing this, is reaching out to where this information can get out to the public about how we can conserve tap water. And remember, 21% of the world's fresh water comes from the Great Lakes, and the issue becomes, if Colorado River goes pretty low this year because of the extreme dry and with the increased population. And I think if this continues, I have been a big proponent that the issue become that cities may have to start looking at, and I know some are doing that, where their ordinances about increasing populations or decreasing populations and creating more habitats for housing, and lowering those down. But a lot of people, due to the fact that it's been very cold and wintering cold in Northeast and the Ohio Valley, and the snow rates in here have increased, the consequences of this is a very arid and dry possibility Colorado River this year. So anyway, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please donate to my North American Safe and Clean Water. I do have PayPal and also Venmo, so I can help get this information out. I do want to do classes on this. My initial goal is to create I want to start out slow. What I want to create, since I've been, most of my family is in Cincinnati, I'm creating areas in Cincinnati, Tucson, and Phoenix for that reason. And the other reason too is I'm not a big component of the hot weather, the warm weather. I prefer the hot weather and not so much snow. Anyway, but the issue here, or the concern here, is for me is the possibility of very dry summer, and there again, 51% of Native Americans that have reservations get water tanked in, pumped in, and not necessarily have the infrastructure to where they can do that. And that goes part of my thesis when the impact of COVID on the Native American reservation that I wrote when the COVID broke up, because there was no infrastructure on some of these reservations, which would cause, not the best hygiene for people to wash their hands. And let's face it, people say in the winter months to constantly wash your hands and, to keep the germs at bay. So anyway, like I said, please donate and subscribe to the channel. Have any questions, feel free to at North American Safe and Clean Water. I got at yahoo.com. I got the email where you can email me as well. Anyway, folks, I will do another video tomorrow and hope to talk to you real soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Anyway, have a great night. Bye.